Hi, this is State Representative Jeremy Shaffer with another Shaffer Spotlight. Today we're at the Woodlands, right on the border of Bradford Woods and Marshall Township. And we're joined by Nicole Hicks. Nicole, what do you do here at the Woodlands?
So I'm the recreational program manager here. I oversee all of the programs that are overnight programs. So I oversee the recreational retreats, and I also oversee the camps in the summer, which are week-long.
Great. Now tell us a little bit about the history of the Woodlands. When was it started? When did it move to this current location?
So this has always been a campground. I believe their origins are about 1937. From there, it ended up becoming spina bifida in the 80s, so just for individuals who had spina bifida. And then in the later 90s, it was opened up to everyone. So we serve individuals of all disabilities and chronic illnesses.
So what age groups do you serve?
Our youngest is 6, and our oldest is actually 74 right now.
Wow.
So we serve beginning of life to the end of the life.
Wow, so pretty wide age span. What are some of the types of things that the people who you serve do here at the Woodlands?
So when you think of camp, that's what the Woodlands is. So they are able to come here and have talent shows. They zip line, they go swimming, they've gone adapted horseback riding. Wow. So we really just look at what we want to expose them to, and we learn how to adapt it for them.
How many people do you typically serve a year here, and where do they come from?
So each weekend we can hold up to 48 participants. I would say we see between 400 to 500 different individuals throughout the year with our different programs. They come mostly from the southwestern Pennsylvania area, but we do have people who come from all over. We have a couple who come from Harrisburg, New York, Massachusetts. So once they hear about us, they tend to stay with us.
Well, such a nice gem that's hidden right here in the district. How big? How many acres?
So it's 52 acres. We use this main portion of campus and a lot of our nature trail. A lot of it is not built on yet, but we'd like to expand eventually.
How many people work here at the Woodlands?
So seasonally we have about 40 counselors, and in our offices we have about 15 consistent staff.
Now, fortunately, our office, the previous representative, Rob McCurry, helped you get a state grant in the past. We're helping continue that process. Yes. So tell us a little bit about some of the plans you have to use that grant and other projects you have moving forward.
So our biggest goal currently is we are building a 3-story dorm. Well, we haven't broken ground yet, but that is the big idea. We would like to be able to have all of our offices in there so we're not so spread out. We would be able to house our counselors in there, and then we'd also be able to have more participants. We would like to be able to have family retreats the way that our Shazier Foundation has.
The Woodlands is obviously very instrumental in a lot of people's lives. Do you have some stories you can tell us about how you've made a difference?
Yeah, so with my role, I work directly with the participants in a very personal role. I work with them physically, I train their care to their counselors, and prior to that role, I was a counselor myself. There's a specific participant that I work with who, prior to coming to the Woodlands, he was coming to different camps, and he is in a wheelchair. He uses a communication device with his eyes. It's an eye-gaze device that he uses to talk. And he was in the pool one time, and boys just being boys, they were not roughhousing with him, but you know, they splashed him. And he ended up becoming really sick from that. He asphyxiated. So he ended up having a very steep fear of water, but he loved the water, and it was the one time he was able to get into something and be able to really move his body and feel free. And so I noticed that he really loved the water. And so little by little, we were getting him exposed to the water. So it would start with, we'll carry you in and put your foot in. We'll carry you in and 2 of us will hold you. 4 years later, he's able to get into the pool with anyone who wants to take him in. He has no fear at all. He's fully trusting of them. So being able to see him in the pool, giggling, moving around, clearly so relaxed. It's one of the best experiences.
Wow, what a wonderful story. Now, if someone has a family member or a friend that they think the Woodlands would be a good place for, how can they learn more information?
So they can go to our website. It's iwoodlands.org. We also have our Instagram. It's the Woodlands Foundation. We also have Facebook, Woodlands Foundation.
Now, and you're constantly, I think, in need of counselors, people to serve, and probably support. So how, likewise, if someone was interested in working here, volunteering here, helping support your mission to the community, what would be the best way?
So we always tell people we can train you to do anything. as long as you are kind, compassionate, and willing to learn to work with individuals with disabilities, we're willing to work with you. You just have to be 18 years old. We have some clearances, we go through trainings, they do online trainings, but the same way they can reach out to mywoodlands.org, and we have a team who hires.
Well, Nicole, it's a very rewarding career that you've chosen. The great work that you and all of the staff here at the Woodlands are doing, serving the community and those who really benefit from your services. It's great to have organizations like this here in our district that can serve our community. Thank you for all that you're doing. This has been another Shaffer Spotlight right on the border of Bradford Woods and Marshall Township. As always, if you have any questions, concerns, or needs, please don't hesitate to contact one of my offices, either our office in Wexford, in Bertree, or in Gibsonia right on 910 near the intersection with 910 and Middle Road. Thank you and have a great day.